Team Random here. But these guys are TI champions, people. Remember that. Movement already down through the bottom lane. Looking to turn the corner, and look who they have found. Shadow is there waiting to go for the bounty rune. He's going to get hit. The shards block him out a bit, but there's certainly going to be enough follow-up. Bit of the old meta there in the mid lane Timber Saw. But here we go, bottom lane, rolling on down. A party coming out from Random here, trying to get the jump onto Ramses, but they can't even get close enough. And now comes the support staff from Virtus.pro. It's Lil and Solo, able to get some nice power damage onto the Tusk, and Ice is going to be going down. Now it's a fire back play here. Coconut's out. There goes the crush. Can they put the focus onto Sven and burst through Ramses? No! They get baited into more fights, and they're going to lose possibly 3. They will here. Ramses does end up getting dropped. So they got the smoke, and they're taking their business all the way up here to the top lane, where Blink is there, still waiting it out. They're going to catch him out, it looks like. They hit him with the slow, and he gets popped with the duel. That should be some easy damage awarded to Pasha.
Easy damage indeed. That's how you play with Legion Commander. He hits 6, you make a rotation.
Bottom lane. Look at the response coming out. Random make their own move on for Lil here. Trap him in within the shards, but it's Virtus.pro who get their own response. They take down the Slardar, and Lil sets up another one. A double kill's going to be there for Ramses.
Yeah, Slardar has a blink. They want to make it.
And they use that blink. They move in. Crush him with the Maledict. Are they going to be able to burst him out, or is he going to be able to shrug it off with the help of the armor? Pasha moves in, gets a quick extra bit of damage. The thirst has been quenched. And now it's going to be Lil isolating onto Ice. They'll blast him down. He's now dominating on this Visage. Or Virtus.pro are going to have to pull out a serious misstep to hand it over. But it looks like we got more damage as another duel. Ooh, swap save though. We'll cancel out the award of damage, but we have rotations coming in, and this has only sparked the real fire, as it is going to allow Virtus.pro to rotate on in this opening and get the finish on not just that Tusk, but also a takedown on the core Vengeful Spirit. She's now going to be forced into a buyback situation, and Virtus.pro could step away from this and be happy, but it looks like they could consider trying to close out with a set of racks here. Ramses looking to fight in deep, eats a lot of damage and a Maledict, so he is forced to pull out.
30 minutes dominating the game. Now it's time to go try to finish it.
All right, first move back. Immediate swap play here. Looking to go for Ramses. He is not the Aegis holder. If they can burst him down, he's going to be done for. He pops his BKB and just, whoa, hits down Wise so hard, but they get a good force staff, and he's able to make it away. Oh, I spoke too soon. No one will be able to get the finish onto him. What a stun connection onto the takedown of Alchemist. He is going to be out of this one. Buyback will be forced. Pasha gets uppercutted as he comes back down. He will also get finished, but it's Ramses cleaving through everyone, as it is going to be Team Random forced to go through all of their buybacks. This is the buyback from Alchemist, and that's going to be it. Game is over. Virtus.pro will take it.
So they just went all in on Sven. Yeah, it might be a tri-lane.
Up, I did that wrong. My bad. There we go. Now the Echo should be gone.
All right.
The Echo's gone. I'm sorry, Lacoste. I did catch the last end of that. Ramses does get the first blood. Lil's looking to go for the follow-up. It's still disaster here in the bottom lane for Random.
Bottom lane.
Ooh. Snipe there onto Lich. They are going to be able to get the Disruptor down. Faith Beyond, though, is also going to get smacked. Lil picks up that one, and Virtus.pro etch another kill. Virtus.pro putting on a clinic in this series. Ice is rotated towards the mid lane. They get a bit of a slow. He goes for the hook, and he actually catches it. But a rotation does come in from Solo, and that no one Shadow Fiend is a bit too swift. Turnaround raise is going to get the connection. The finish will be there, and it is just non-stop. Yeah. Do you like that? Oh, hold on, though. Before you tell me what you like and don't like, he might die. He gets pulled right back towards a Requiem here. They even dish out the Poison Nova. Everything here from Virtus.pro. They're taking him. They're looking to take a tower too. Faith Beyond, barely alive, walking back within the trees. I don't think it might be lethal. Barely holding on to his life, but the rest of his team not so fortunate. A couple of casualties will be there for Virtus.pro, but most of the bulk work going to be dished out. It looks like our little puck friend is barely freaking alive as they begin their siege. Kind of steady as she goes. This is where we see the new discipline here, Virtus.pro, but that's when Lil makes the call to move on in, pops out the ulti, and they instantly shred right through the Lich. BKB going to be popped, Stack Store going to get dropped, and they just blast on forward and utterly shred right on back. Now it's going to be a move on in from Pasha. Dives in deep, eats a lot of damage there. They are going to be able to get off the Poison Nova here. A lot of damage onto Random, could force him back within the fountain. But they find their focus onto Ramses, pull him back inside and get the jump. Now Shadow, jumping even further, has no mana, trying to go mano-a-mano against Lil. Manages to get just enough mana for the pullback, and there's going to be the finish. Blink now dominating, and what a hold from Team Random. Curious to see how long VersePro want to kind of put off making any sort of advancement here, if it's going to be all the way to waiting for that Roche and that extra life, or if they feel good enough to take a fight. It's actually going to be Random dishing out the coil. Static Storm, but it is going to be a nice pullback from Ice, getting the grab on for Solo while Shadow jumps on forward and gets the finish onto Lil. Both supports going to be taken out here, and now it's Team Random moving on forward, and they're going to get the mid-tier 1 tower. Now the scans could be dished out. The rotations are coming in as they head towards the shrine. The jump in is there. No one is going to be able to grab the Aegis. They will not lose it. And it's going to be VersePro to hold on strong. Puck is going to get shredded apart. The Storm goes down. He does have a smaller cooldown. On the other side, Ice steps in, tries to shake things up against VersePro, but he gets quickly handled. He gets welcomed with a quick stun and a quick finish.
All right, what is he doing?
I don't know.
He saw the sheep stick on a clockwork.
Maybe saving for having it on this jump, his buyback jump. Then they just turn it and just blast him. He's gone. Okay, well, it was nice seeing his Storm Spirit. He dies faster than his buyback icon can even go back. It's over just like that. VersePro, though, can they get the finish? The CK army comes out, and they quickly deal with it. The physical burst power from VersePro is just a bit too much.
Good hook.
Hey, Ice comes back from the grave, gets a nice hook pull. And Shadowfiend can't quite get the force to the low ground, but pops out the Hurricane Pike, puts him to the low ground, and he's going to be able to get off the good damage there. Now a sidestep, looking to get the finish on Faith Beyond, and they'll do it. VersePro come a swinging here in Kiev.
What a play by no one.
Closing out. Yeah. Rocket right over their heads, but they are in that smoke. But the ward is there and spots him. Immediate jump from Shadow, but that's when the Poison Nova goes off. Shadow's going to be forced to pop his BKB. CK pops his own. They will get the quick finish onto the Venomancer, but he gets off all the spells he wanted. The follow-up will be there onto Pasha, but the real hard hitters, and I'm talking about no one here on the high ground, begins to dish it all out. A good hook, though, from Ice, but, man, no one just is going
battle of
absolutely crazy here.
Movement speed with Pike and Butterfly, plus 2 other Force Staff.
Okay, look at this play from Team Random. They sweep all the way around in the complexity fashion to come up from behind. This is their best chance to take a fight if they can get something from it. And Shadow is doing what he can, but no one still holds strong here. Dishes out, holds his BKB. The Requiem's going to be unleashed. And everyone from Team Random split out all directions. Blink tries to make a new strike back inside. Can't quite find someone to focus on. Looks to go for Lil. Will get that finish. Shadow steps back in. Looks to go for the pullback. They can't get the jump yet on for no one. He pops his Satanic and just gets right back to full. Just shredding right through the supports of Team Random. But they surround him here. It's Team Random taking the better fight. They've cleaned them all out. And it looks like they may be able to make it a 5-man wipe, all with the credit of this beautiful setup and smoke play. He goes down, make it 6 if you count the Aegis, a 10 times kill streak. They are going to walk across the street. Rocket goes out. CK's moved in under his Shadow Blade and was able to get a quick snipe. Now a follow-up jump in, pullback with the coil setup, and it's going to be Team Random here making their quick jump onto Lil. Can they burst him down? They will. 3 going to get dropped from VersePro, and a bite set up onto the Shadow Fiend. Immediate triple kill for your Chaos Knight, and this has now become Team Random's game officially. If it wasn't before...
Oh, Ramses, you don't want to have your Hex in your backpack, alright.
Oh, they're losing a Rax, and they're losing it fast. Just like that. 1 down. 1 set down, and this game is even nearly as far as base damage. It's about to be, if not more, in favor of Team Random, though. Okay, jump in from Pasha. At the same exact time, they're going to drop down the Static Storm, but that's when the BKBs are going to get popped. Pullback is there. They're looking to go for the burst. No one popped out his buyback and his BKB, but it's still Team Random getting the better of it. They get the finish onto Ramses. Crazy game by Team Random. I thought for sure they were out of this one, but
nice hook.
Now look where they are. Beautiful hook setup. Does get the bite. Lil though forced inside. He's going to get popped and finished, and we're going to a game number 3.
Wow, what a comeback from Team Random. I don't believe they actually pulled it off.
That was nearly a 20k point, nearly. And it just dropped off immediately. Oh my, is that going to be a mid Skywrath Mage? Nonetheless, still get some nice solo levels here. Ooh, going for Shadow, and they'll get it done. No one's able to pop off plenty of Arcane Bolt damage. Oh! Not quite enough heals, though. And at that point, we could see some serious teamfight destruction here from Virtus.pro. But while this Warlock is trying to get the funding for the Tome and trying to get the XP for level 6, he gets jumped. Rotations are going to be coming out. Looking to walk on is going to be Pasha. He gets the dual Mystic Flare combo, and that keeps Solo alive. He continues to dish out the upheaval, and this gets a beautiful turnaround for Virtus.pro. Yeah, the laser could be trouble for a lot of them. Certainly the Legion Commander and the Jug, but jumping in confidently, looking to go for the dual snatch. Can't quite get it. Ice using the trees a bit. Finally, they get the grab, and that is a kill. Rock is also there. Maybe a bit of an overhand, but Faith steps in with between him and Blink. They try to go for a surround play, and Y just gets obliterated from the Omni Slash here, and Epi on the back end side is not going to find its way into the fight. This one is Virtus.pro's as they take down 2 and look to go for the tier 2. All right. Ooh, Rod. Ancient Seal is there with the Mystic Flare. Not quite enough, but with the Arcane Bolt will do it. And just like that, they quickly wipe out 2. The follow play from Ramses with that Omni Slash, as we saw, was able to just obliterate the Crystal Maiden once again. She's eaten way too many of those. He can spam. I wonder, should they just go back? Top lane's pushed pretty far, so it's a bit difficult to go over and cut in for the tier 2. These racks just look so tasty. They would love to go for that instead. Oh, they drop a sentry, and it looks like they have spotted little Crystal Maiden there, and we're able to take her out. Shadow, this is his buyback, able to barely make it out from trouble. All the meanwhile, Ramses with his eyes on the prize, able to quickly, yes they do. 9 seconds they do. He'll lead things in with the Epi. Blink, stun back from Faith Beyond, now has to go into the Sandstorm. Ramses begins his spin to win here. Blade Fury, right-click damage onto this tier 3. The March Machines continues to come out from Team Random, trying to slow them down. But this tier 3
Jug, baby,
may not be set for this world. Move in another stun. Still faking with the Rock. Meanwhile, the Mystic Flare does go out. It just takes out the Silencer. So that global is not going to be needed. 26 seconds without a buyback. Now the Rock going to be committed with a Fatal Bonds. Y is just going to be desperate to try to make it back inside the base. Now the Epi, Return Fire, comes out from Team Random. What a quick heal. Will barely keep Solo alive there. And they'll get the Faith Beyond takedown. This is looking like a Virtus.pro game, if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, definitely.
As Ramses
They're just
will open up
taking
the
the
racks.
racks as Aegis is gone, but they don't deal enough damage.
Feels like it's just delaying the inevitable at this point. But I feel like I've said this before in the previous game, so I'm just going to try my best to keep my mouth shut and wait until Virtus.pro claim at least one more set of racks.
At least one set.
At least one more. Okay, that could happen pretty soon. Silencer's going to be taken care of once again. There will be no global for you, sir. Ramses will get the finish on this tier 3 as soon as this glyph expires. Blink is trying to poke at him a bit. They're the commit in. The heals come out from Lil. And Ramses is feeling pretty good. Oh! Hard damage. Faith Beyond is going to get taken out. And now the jumping Omni Slash shared between Y and Blink. Blink can't even make it back inside the fountain. This one is over. It's Virtus.pro walking away from the series with the win 2-1 against former TI champion squad, Team Random, aka Wings.